But really, where can you find a legal copy nowadays where Greedo shoots
You
first?
should just put some scream effects for Halloween.
What is that?
Should have put some scream effects on your stream for Halloween.
Oh,
Like some background screams.
Nowhere. It's a sad fact of life. I pull another chip from the bag and munch as quietly as I can. I have the volume way down
And
so I
then
can hear
the
the rest of
Thriller
the house
song, of
easily.
course.
The crunching of the chip is almost loud enough to drown out Han's rant about the Falcon's speed.
What Halloween would be complete without the Thriller song?
every Halloween.
No way.
I'm just kidding. I like the Thriller song.
No way, bro.
No, I like the Thriller song.
But see, you got to play the video because it's weird if you're listening to the video version and you're not actually watching.
Just right after the stream, just the Michael Jackson video.
There you go.
Perfect.
My eyes dart up to the girl on the ceiling.
Whoa, there's a girl on the ceiling.
She's still staring, wide-eyed, her pupils dilated, and her claws clicking rhythmically at her sides while she sits watching.
Channel 124, we have a girl on the ceiling. Send all units.
I pull out my phone and snap another picture of her,
All units.
checking to make sure the screen stays empty. It does, and I slide the device back into my pocket. The owners of the house had been right. They had a ghost, but it was a harmless haunt, incapable of manifestation. The creepiest thing she had done was stand at the end of the hallway and watch me watch TV with their amazing sound system. She clicks at me and I hush her, as though it wasn't already hard enough to hear. She doesn't respond, and I regret not downloading a version with subtitles. I've been here for almost a week. So far, only Little Miss Claus has shown up, and it hadn't been hard to identify her. She's the ghost of a girl who had suffered from an acute case of depression and took her own life. Apparently, she did the deed with a pair of scissors, which explains the increasingly annoying clicking scissor claws. Her family had sold the house after the loss of their only daughter. It eventually ended up in the hands of the current owners.
This is pretty good, hon. It's like a creepypasta.
Their descriptions of the haunt had pretty much been a dead ringer of the girl. They had, of course, complained of cold spots and objects disappearing and
What's that?
reappearing elsewhere, but
This is pretty good. The first one was a little weird. The second one was better, and this is starting off to be really good.
odds were high that they were misplacing their own stuff and giving themselves the chills. Same way any scary movie can. For the chills, I mean.
Building a house called the Black Box.
The black box?
Yeah, look at it.
It's a black box.
Oh, check this out. Just the kitchen. Everything's black. The whole inside's black. Bathroom's black.
That's awesome.
There will be no color except for maybe a blanket.
Good old-fashioned forgetfulness explains the moving stuff. The girl keeps at her clicking. Her bloodied claws are writhing as she stares, sitting on the ceiling as though she had chosen to break a few laws, starting with gravity. Answer me a question, Ghost Girl. Why does everyone who's dead seem to have black hair? I mean, really? Do gingers actually lack a soul or something?
Answer me a question, Ghost Girl. Why does everyone who's dead seem to have black hair? I mean, really, do gingers actually lack a soul or something? Honey, do you have a soul? Oh. But you got soul. Mm-hmm.
You really just realized no one's come to my house to trick or treat yet.
Nobody's come to trick or treat at your house.
No.
Maybe your house is scary.
Trust me, you'll know too, because my dog will go crazy.
We're all gonna hear if the trick or treaters come.
Oh, you will.
What about blonde-headed
Before she has a chance to answer my question, a knock comes from the door. I swear to... If someone called the cops on me again, I'm gonna give them a goddamn reason to. I'm not an effing squatter. I was hired to be here. I free myself from the ensnarement of the amazing plush furniture and trudge to the door, muttering nonsense the whole way. Throwing it open, I find someone
the
new.
door, the trick-or-treaters will be gone, trust me.
Yeah.
You're still
You ever
here.
Guess I am. I'm still working. Well, not right now, actually. I'm taking a break while some things are settling. And, you are?
What are you barking at? It's a 10-year-old girl at the door. Come on. You're just trying to get some candy, you know?
Sorry, I had to fix my hat. What's that?
Oh, no, just my dog. She's come on, don't bark.
Aiden here said that she has a soul somewhere.
My dog?
No. My wife, she's a ginger.
Oh, I see.
You know, most of the other neighbors think you're a squatter.
We all
I
have a
grimace.
deep within.
Yeah, I know. I've had to talk to the police twice
You
already.
guys had trick-or-treaters tonight?
No, we had it on Sunday.
No,
Saturday.
I mean, come to your house.
No, we did the trick or treating was Saturday here.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. You guys
It's
like
cool.
community organized it to where everybody did it on one day?
Kinda. I guess it's always been that way.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
What are you even working on?
Don't turn
I
around
thought
and
that they
say
were
it.
done with renovations months ago.
Yeah, like I do something as psycho as
You guys
that.
always do it the Saturday before, or?
The owners reported some odd noises. Creaking, groaning, rattling. The kind of noises you don't want to be hearing in a newly renovated home.
Yeah, it is cool. I kind of like it. They do it on the weekend like that, you know, because then everybody gets to do it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Gives the kids more time to do things, so they don't got to do stuff like that on a school night.
The thing is that contractors haven't been able to identify the source or even replicate the issue when on site.
What's that? Yeah, it allows us to go later too. So it's like 4 to 7:30 or something? 4 to 7, something like that. Good 3 hours of getting some candy. It's a good idea.
Yeah,
I
we're
do
not that
construction.
organized here.
I'm in between jobs right now, so they're hiring me to stay here until the
Yeah.
issue occurs and use my expertise to identify and resolve the problem.
Nope.
Nope.
That sounded pretty believable, not to mention oddly close to the truth. It'd have been enough for the police both times before, after all. Well, that and a Skype chat with the actual owners.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, what, you're sleeping on the floor waiting for the noises they were reporting?
I don't have to sleep on the floor, considering
So
it's
when do
fully
they plan
furnished.
on releasing, or what frequency they plan on releasing the volumes in?
I'm not
Monthly?
sure. I'm not sure. I saw this on the Greenlit for Steam thing or whatever. I went to the store and typed in Halloween games to check out, and then I went to free to play, and this was right on the top of the free to play list.
Cool.
It's all the information I found out about this is what was on there, and I looked it up a little bit and decided, you know what, I'm gonna do a Halloween game today. Something about ghosts and other things like that, you know? It's Halloween. Might as well. Was gonna do like, you know, like Halloween event for honor or something, but you know, this is a free to play game. Give it a shot. It's pretty good.
You don't think it could be the ghost that's rumored to haunt this place?
Before your stream's over, so.
What's that?
Looks like you might even finish it before your stream's over.
Yeah, I think I will.
I force a snicker, and she immediately flushes. Yeah, I'm not the superstitious type. Everyone knows ghosts aren't real. Everyone was wrong, of course. But I wasn't going to admit that right now.
Nah.
Look, I didn't...
Though if it's a long-standing rumor, it might have been something to do with the Foundation. Do you know how long this building's been haunted? She flushed further and bit her lip. What was she doing here? An amateur hour ghost hunter, maybe?
I don't know. At least 10 years. That's when my family first moved in over there.
She points to what was, more or less, a mansion across the street and a few houses down. Not that any of the other houses were less impressive.
Yeah.
This was kind of a high-end
can't see
neighborhood,
that, though.
which was a large part of the reason I had met law enforcement twice already.
That'll happen.
I suppose I'll have to go back at it again with my level. See if I can find anywhere that may hide a seam in the Foundation.
Do you need help?
Okay, seriously, what was her deal? No, I've got it just fine.
Oh, okay. Well, it was nice to meet you.
You too, kid. She stands there watching with the eyes of a puppy as I close the door on her. I look back to the clicking ghost on the ceiling and realize that I got more heebie-jeebies from talking to that girl than I did watching movies with a ghost hanging above my head. I nearly jump out of my skin as my phone goes off. The ringtone clearly indicates it's to my work number. Looks like I have another job after this one, Snippy. She clicks the same as she had before, unresponsive to my attempts to converse with her. Which is a good thing. It means she's a passive hunt. No need to gank her. She'll fade naturally. I answer my phone and wait for the words. There's a moment of silence.
Is this the boy in the Dylan's house?
Oh boy.
I recognize the voice immediately. I hang up. Her knock falls not a moment after.
I heard your phone ring. You answered at exactly the same time.
Maybe she had gotten my number somewhere,
Oh, crap.
caller ID or something in the house. Maybe she didn't realize the significance. How did you get my number?
Well, way to maintain an air of mystery.
Huh?
Aren't you supposed to have some line like La La Fatagan or something?
No, the caller is supposed to say that. Fuck. Did I just say that?
Oh.
An awkward pause hung itself, much like I was thinking about doing.
That's funny.
Can I come in? It feels odd to talk about this kind of stuff on the other side of the door when you're right there.
I grimace and let her in. How did you get my number?
I read about it on 4chan. I wasn't sure it was you until just now, though. I had my suspicions from the moment you arrived.
Yeah.
Someone posted my number on 4chan?
You're nothing like I imagined from the urban legends, though.
What, were you not expecting a black guy?
Well, I was expecting someone tall and dark, so I suppose I was right in a sense.
Oh, that's brave. A race joke.
Why are you making it about that?
Because I'm hoping it makes you feel uncomfortable when you leave.
So, is it true? Is anything here?
I almost turned to check on the girl in the ceiling, but maintained my gaze. Nothing that the tenants have to worry about, it would seem.
That's an evasive answer.
Will you leave if I give you some information?
Yes. Well, maybe. It depends on what you tell me.
Diligent.
I figured as much. I'm a spiritualist. I work for folks who think they have ghosts. I flip up my hood. With the appropriate ambience, I strike a much more intimidating character. The girl's face paled a little.
No kidding.
The hood is actually one I stole from the body of a serial killer. His psychic residue left it with an aura of violence that would invoke fear. It's a long story. What more would you know?
Are they real?
Yes, but they're so rare, you will never encounter one in your entire life. It was a half-truth. She wouldn't. She didn't have the spiritual perception. The lie lay in the rarity, as advertised by the clicking of the girl on the ceiling.
Oh.
Disappointment. Good. It shouldn't take much to push her towards